Well, greetings, everyone. I'm just beginning my morning like I used to several years ago when we moved down here to this area. We were very involved in church and reading the Bible and worshiping, and it was very pleasant. It was very beautiful. But of course, some people slip back every once in a while, and they lose their zeal, they lose their interest, or things just get a little stale for various reasons. Just a loss of appetite for spiritual things, or just distractions, or other interests come in and choke out what really matters. Pursuing God and knowing God is the most important thing. That's why we exist. That's because God is the originator of all life. And you can't really put God on a back burner and just kind of try to suppress that knowledge of God. As St. Paul says in the book of Romans, he says that people deliberately suppress the truths about God because they do it because of their unrighteousness. They do it in unrighteousness. So when they're not right with God, they either feel guilty and want to make a change and want to repent, or they ignore the guilt, or try to distract themselves from the guilt, from that instinctive intuition of wanting to know God within every person, because we're wired that way. We're pre-programmed, like computer software. We're programmed to want to seek God, but we have a certain level of free will to where we want to suppress those motivations. We want to suppress those feelings that are there by design. So we heap up other distractions for ourselves, like entertainment or something else, to where we can try to think about other stuff other than God. We do that all the time. Even believers can do that from time to time. And they come once a week to church to acknowledge God, but during the week we kind of put God back in the closet because we're in pursuit of our own interests, kind of selfishness. We can be selfish towards God, and not just towards each other as human beings, but we can be selfish in our own interest and ignore God. And we can ignore our spouses, we can ignore our family members, we can ignore our friends and our acquaintances just because they don't